So, you're gonna play Classic. You sure you're ready to grind for hours, days, or even months? You ready to grind mobs to level up because there isn't enough quests? Well then, let me help you get started. This video will cover a few tips and tricks, or rather things to consider, especially in the starter zones when Classic launches. Some of the tips and tricks could probably apply later in the game as well, but I made this list primarily to help you get out of your starter zone as fast as possible, basically helping you get ahead of the pack, so here it is. Number 1. Consider either skipping certain quests or grind mobs that are not quest related. Even though starter zones will be sharded or layered, there will be over 100 people in your exact starter zone. The exact number of people varies based on the popularity of the race you pick, so choosing a less popular race might help you level faster. So some of the quests might be overpopulated and you will be stuck waiting for respawns and even tag fighting a friendly faction to try to attack the mob first. In retail, if you tag the mob you will get kill credit, but in Classic, only the first person or the first group that tags the mob gets the kill credit, which means you have to react fast when a mob respawns so you can tag it first. Also, quests where you have to pick up stuff from the ground will take too long to respawn to be worth it. Point is, some quests might take too long because of respawn, tag fighting, and just being too long to be worth it experience wise. Which brings us to point number 2. Number 2 is using a spreadsheet for experience per mob kill per level. I can show a picture on the screen right now which shows you the amount of experience you get per killed mob at certain mob levels. Note that this picture is based on experience from private servers and the experience number might be different in Classic. You should test this out in beta or be on the lookout for someone else testing it. Consider how fast you kill a mob and calculate the experience per minute that way, and see how long it would take you to level up by grinding mobs. Remember, if you're a class that use mana, you need to add drink time as well as kill time, while classes like Hunter or Melee can just jump from one mob to another as long as they can keep their health up. Once you know your experience per minute by grinding, go to Wowhead and find the quest for your starter zone and look at the experience it rewards. Then either assume how long it would take to do that quest or do a trial run on a private server or the beta classic to see how fast you can complete those quests. Then compare that experience per minute from that quest to your experience per minute by grinding. If that quest rewards more experience per minute, consider doing it if it doesn't involve a lot of downtime, like waiting for respawns or tag fighting others. Number 3 is consider leveling in groups. This can be done as a duo, trio, 4-man or 5-man leveling. This means you would complete kill quests faster, but you would also have to skip most of the non-kill quests. This would potentially offer you a faster way out of the starter area since you finish the quests faster, especially if your starter area has a lot of kill quests. Once you get out of your starter area you can split up or stay as a group, that's up to you. Some classes might do better alone by grinding mobs like Hunters because they basically have no downtime, while other classes might perform better in groups due to either downtime like drinking for mana regain, or because of low survivability like rogues or warriors who cannot jump from one mob to another 24/7. Number 4 is always kill mobs. If you're running from your quest giver to your quest mobs, kill any mobs in between. And once you've finished your quest, kill mobs on your way back to the quest giver. Classes like Hunters excel at this since they can do a lot of damage while kiting and also running at normal speed. Casters are also good for this, but not as good as Hunters since they have to stand still to cast spells. Melee, however, can't really kite too much since they have to be in melee range to deal damage, but it's still worth it to kill a couple of mobs. This tip also counts at higher levels. Let's say you're a warrior or a rogue and you're running for a long time to a new quest or a new area. Stop and pull a mob or two and blow all of your cooldowns to kill those 2 mobs, then continue running to your destination. This way you will utilize your cooldowns to kill mobs fast and your cooldowns will be back up once you need them. Number 5 is to plan your visits to class trainers and vendors. For example, maybe your class can skip the level 2 spells and wait for level 4, or maybe you can also skip the level 4 spells and wait for level 6. Find out which levels you can skip going to your trainer, as it will save you unnecessary travel time, and the same goes for vendors, whether it is for food, drinks, arrows, whatever it is, plan it. One last thing to consider is maybe you should consider dual leveling, because it has proven that dual leveling will be faster than solo leveling, at least in the beginning. I would suggest at least dual leveling until level 10, maybe even level 20. And then if you're a decent class, like if you're a hunter or a warlock and you have a demon, going solo after level 20 might be the best choice for you. But I think dual leveling just has a lot to offer. But if you're trying to speed level, you have to factor in like movement speeds, what type of gear you're using, if you're gonna run any dungeons and so on. I'm gonna have specific videos talking about dual leveling soon, but it's definitely worth considering dual leveling, because it opens up the game in way different ways, and it makes it a lot more social than just leveling alone, going from point A to point B and just doing that. If you're leveling as a duo, leveling with a friend is just so much more enjoyable. And there it is, a couple of tips and tricks for leveling in the starter zone / getting out of the starter zone quickly in Classic WoW. I could have added a lot more and been way more specific, but I will have several leveling guides coming out for Classic, both focusing on speed leveling and casual leveling, talking about add-ons, macros, dual leveling, group leveling, and much more. If you're interested in Classic related videos, then check out my Classic WoW playlist, or just go to my video uploads, since most of my recent uploads will be Classic related. With this being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it interesting and helpful. If you have any questions related to Classic, or if you're looking for someone to play with or socialize with, feel free to join my Discord server, which is linked in the description. Alright, that's it for now, I'll see you in the next one.